We're still looking at the impact of the appointments of President Bola Tinubu, especially the shakeup happening in the security sector. I mean, the service chiefs and, of course, every other person that has been affected by that conversation. And to continue having this talk with us this morning is Mr. Alex. Good morning, sir. You're welcome.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be with you. Good morning.
All right. Let's look at the portfolio of the service chiefs and you know, their former offices and how they got to the point where they are. The major question is, do you think that they are fit for this office?
Oh yes, of course they are. These are experienced men, men of the three arms of the services. I'm talking about the military now. The three of them, for example, are all from the 39th regular course of the NDA. What that means is that they spent at least 4 years of their military training career together. Of course, since then they've all gone through several courses, both home and abroad. We say in the jargon that these are combatant officers because, like General Musa, for example, who is the CDS, is a 38 regular course, is a year senior to them, and he is an infantry officer and has served in various positions. I dare say at the war front, at the battle with combating Boko Haram. Same goes for General Lakbaja and Vice Marshal Abubakar. These are people who have worked with units that have combated Boko Haram directly. So I think what is being done here by the president is to continue with the synergy that was in place with the last service chiefs, the last set of service chiefs. I think that is really what he's aiming at by putting people who are more or less mates, so to say, more or less companions from NDA. He's expecting that the synergy that was put in place with the last set of service chiefs will continue, and it's already paying. That's one thing. On the other hand, it's quite a lower generation of officers, so quite a lot of officers will retire. You can, in other circles, people will say it's like a clean-up, although that doesn't really make sense here because the officers who are retiring are due for retirement. But what I'm saying is like we move to a completely fresh generation of officers who will now continue the work that has been done by their predecessors. So it's in good spirit, I would say.
All right, now let's look at the immediate past administration of President Buhari. There were speculations that his administration, especially in the appointment of service chiefs, were seriously, faulted with nepotism. And of course, marginalizing the Southeast greatly. Juxtaposing it with the administration of Bola Tinubu, looking at his administration, especially in his appointment, his recent appointment of service chiefs, some persons are of the opinion, like former Deputy National Chairman of the PDP, I'm talking about Olabode George, who said that his appointments were quite reasonable but not perfect. And of course, certain persons also, like the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, who also said that his appointment was reflecting Nigeria's diversity and of course very fair indeed. But some persons are of the opinion that this is a move, a political move to score perhaps political points in calming nerves, fraying nerves, especially those who were aggrieved about the shambolic election that took place on February 25. What's your view on this?
Well, I dare say that it can not be all of the above, and there will be nothing wrong in that. Definitely, there's a political aspect to it, and one or two points you mentioned that can also be validated. I would say, if I go back to your earlier statement, that I would not totally agree that the last set of appointments by the PNB administration was necessarily over nepotic. Let me explain why. The chief of defense staff, the outgone chief of defense staff was General Yabo, and this is somebody who has served in the front at Chad and in Borno and all that. He was, at the time he was appointed the chief of defense staff, was the most senior, most experienced and active general that area and who had served in Borno. Don't forget that when PMB entered as president, the main issue was insecurity. If you remember, there was no program on radio or TV that didn't talk about insecurity, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. If you feel the society today, you would see that that's not exactly the same thing. Although we have insecurity behind our mind, we don't seem to be over-bothered with it. We are more bothered with the economy. So the situations are slightly different. He came in a situation where there was even caliphate in Borno, if you remember. We didn't organize our election. We didn't do independence ceremonies at the last years of Jonathan, if you remember very well. And we were not even sure that elections would take place in the southeast. I know Nigerians remember all that. I mean, just in the outgoing government. If all these things are a bit stabilized, it means he had the right people at the right time. They didn't have to necessarily represent the whole country in terms of ethnicity, but they were the right people at the right time. And in fact, they did form that synergy I was talking about, which the new administration will continue from. So I would not say that everything in Nigeria has to be done according to tribe, even though that's the way we look at Nigeria, but it could be a wrong view we're giving ourselves. There are 6 geopolitical zones. There's a reason why that exists. It means that at every time, when you have 4 service chiefs, I'm counting the IG of police, you cannot have the 6 represented. That's what it means. Mathematically, it's impossible. So from time to time, you have maybe the south-south or the southeast or the southwest, but you cannot have 4 from the 3 from the south. It's impossible. So all these things mattered when PMB was selecting the last set of service chiefs he had. So we cannot totally say it was nepotic. I would even say probably it was less nepotic than the ones before. If you remember, that is the ones with Buratai and Gahazo had Sadiq. So I don't know. I would not totally agree to that.
Okay,
things are political, and political is also good. We're in a political era, so it is right to have some political undertone when you do those kind of selections.
Okay, it's very okay for you to differ from my own view. There's no big deal about it. And I'm going to take you back to your comment when you said at the time those appointments were made, it was the most senior and, of course, the most experienced service chiefs that they went for. So it's okay to say that it was far from nepotism. But okay, let me take you on this. Is it entirely the case that in this entire 6 geopolitical zone, there were no persons from other regions that were as experienced as this man? Because it was alleged that when the president was asked why did his appointment reflect from a particular region, he said that these men were the most persons that he trusted. So does it mean that he couldn't have trusted other regions to also fit into that post?
No. I think your point is valid, but in the wrong angle. He said these are the only people we could trust. I can trust to get the job done. Don't forget, we're talking about a former military general himself. That is PMB himself was a former general. So obviously he's talking about people that can get the job done on ground for Nigerians. This was somebody that doubled the budget of the military. President Buhari doubled the budget of the military. We were complaining of waste, if you remember, waste of our resources. So he was saying he needed people he could trust. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Well, did they actually bring the results? What do you think? Did they actually give some results? I'm talking about the last set of service chiefs, like the one led by General Rapo. I think so. I think the Air Force was very active. If you remember, the managers to Kano jets and the bombing were there. I think Yaya did very well as a chief of army staff, revitalizing a lot of energy into it, and we've seen it with over 70,000 bandits that have given up. In fact, there's an IDP camp that is full of bandits now. We are actually don't know what to do with it because now it becomes a civil problem. Once you've arrested them, once they have calls for peace, what do you now do with 70,000 bandits that you have to reintegrate into Nigeria? You cannot send them away. So we have other issues which this government will have to deal with. But in terms of conquering the